And I've gotten bold and capital letters. Naval battle incoming, ladies and gentlemen. This is where this is going to be a shit show here with the naval battle, because I have some major problems with this, and it's probably not the problems that you guys are talking about. Me and Quentin were discussing this a little bit before we started this recording. So, I'm going to go through this a little bit, and then we can stop at certain points.
My problem
is probably going to take a while.
Okay, the only they have aqueducts. They only get fresh water. The only freshwater shark is bull shark. You ain't getting bull sharks near the Mediterranean.
No, you're not getting any of those sharks in that arena ever. You're not getting any sharks.
Scott even tried to defend that in an interview. I saw a brief clip of him in an interview, and he was like, "They could get this, this, and that." He goes, "They could probably get sharks," in like this brief interview, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, I call bullshit.
So let's go through this naval battle a little bit here.
Go ahead.
We got a small version of a trireme. It comes out in the Colosseum, which is filled. The Colosseum's filled with water, by the way. Just totally ready for a sea battle. Matt Lucas is up here again. He's announcing. He always has a cup in his hand, so apparently he's allowed to drink on the job. He yells how the gladiators will now be reenacting the Battle of Salamis between the Greeks and the Persians, but he doesn't say that. He says it's the battle between the Trojans and the Persians. And this is where my history brain went nuts, because the Trojans are not a part of the Battle of Salamis. It is the Greeks against the Persians, and mostly it's Athens at the Battle of Salamis.
A big fuck up on their part.
There's other contingents of Greek ships, but the vast majority of them are Athenian triremes. So I had a big problem with that. I don't know why they put Trojans instead of... I think even Matt Lucas should have been like, "Hey, should I say this? It sounds wrong."
It was so they can get some ad revenue from Trojans.
Maybe. Who knows?
What, with condoms?
Yeah.
So that was red flag number one.
Yeah.
So the trireme with Lucius on it comes out, and they even made 2 small islands in the Colosseum. Did you see that shit? I don't know what these small islands are supposed to be.
They weren't used.
But apparently, there's 2 small islands that they made in preparation for the sea battle in the Colosseum
that they didn't use.
The oars are dipped into the water, and that's when now we see an underwater shot, and there's fucking sharks, ladies and gentlemen.
Good old
goddamn 14-foot CGI all to hell shark is in the water, and he looks like he's hungry. There is no fucking way this happened ever.
No,
in the history of Rome, there's no way they managed to actually get sharks and then put them in the Colosseum. No way this happened. Does anybody want to try to defend this? Because I don't even want to take a shot at it.
Fuck no. I'll leave that one where it is.
I will. Because they'll go into shock and die. No, that they haven't got any way of sustaining them. No, sharks are notoriously difficult to keep in captivity because they just do not fare well, and they will stop feeding. But what about bull sharks? Because they can live in... No, bull sharks don't need to get...
Bull sharks are brackish.
In the Mediterranean. They can live in fresh and salt water. They're the only one that can. Only 1 or 2 that can. And fuck this scene. They might as well have had laser beams on their head. So fuck it.
Dude, this scene is a shit show.
It is. Not to mention a
shaky shit show.
Fucking shaky cam the entire way through.
Yes, the shaky cam was driving me nuts. The other, I literally think Ridley Scott just wrote this down and was like, "Wouldn't this look fucking cool?" I think that's what he was thinking. All right, so let's get back to this crazy sequence here. So we got the triremes coming in, the 2 small islands in the Colosseum. I don't know what they're for. The rows are dipped in the water. Now we got we see the sharks, the CGI sharks, and I just keep writing. I wrote down 5 times. There's no way this happened. I just kept writing it down. The emperors are looking on, and here we go again, another major red flag with me. And if this battle was already historically inaccurate, out comes the enemy trireme with a massive Spartan symbol on the fucking sail. No, No, the Battle of Salamis. I mean, there may have been a Spartan contingent of ships, but it might have been like 5 ships. The Athenians had like fucking 500 of these ships at the Battle of Salamis. So if anything, instead of a Spartan Lambda on the sail there, they should have definitely had an Athenian owl in like blue.
Yeah.
That would have been way more accurate. The commander of the Greek naval force at the Battle of Salamis was an Athenian.
Someone's probably get in trouble for that.
That's probably like when I saw a lot of articles that were saying how historically inaccurate it is, and I think this scene was the one where everybody was going nuts over.
Yeah,
because me as someone who knows a little bit about Greek history, I was like, no, this is not cool.
No,
This need to be, you can have a Greek symbol on the thing, but it's got to be the symbol of the Athenian owl. That would be more appropriate for this, I think. So sorry, that was my history rant for the day.
You're good.
The Greek ship starts firing flaming arrows at Lucius's ship because they're playing the Persians in this, and the emperors are loving it. It looks like they're creaming their pants over this stuff. So some of Lucius's guys are getting shot and fall in the water. A shark comes in and chomps one of the fallen gladiators. And I wrote, okay, this part coming up is the one part that I liked in this sequence. Lucius's ship turns to pull on the side of the Spartan ship. They break all the oars going alongside it and fire arrows at the same time. That was an excellent little sequence there.
Beautiful
For like 10 seconds, that scene was awesome.
That was smart as hell.
Yeah, so they break, and this is actual like naval tactics.
Guys, I'm just gonna
keep in mind when the people are getting shot or when they're shooting the arrows at Lucius's ship, no one in that scene is being hit, and there's like tons of arrows just going, and it's like stormtroopers are in charge of these bows, and all of them are just going right past them. I thought, and for like a 10-foot, length, I just thought that was a little crazy.
So the Persian ship knocks all the oars off the Spartan ship. And I still hate that it's a Spartan ship. It should be Athenian. But it knocks all the oars off. Great little sequence. But yeah, they do have some stormtrooper shooting issues there.
Oh, for sure.
Since they break all the oars alongside of it, the Spartan ship is pretty much a dead duck in the water. So now the Persian ship makes a U-turn, comes back around, and then goes to ram the Spartan ship, completely fucks it up. You see the Spartan shields on the sides with the lambdas on it just flying everywhere. So that was cool. It gets boarded by the Lucius and the Persians. The sharks are having a massive feast right now in the water. People keep these CGI
feeding
sharks are going on a feeding frenzy right now. Lucius then grabs a crossbow and aims it at General Pascal, who's sitting up with the emperors. But he gets bumped at the last second and misses. The taller emperor is furious and screams something. I couldn't remember what he screamed out, but the Persians and Lucius are victorious to thunderous applause from the other gladiators. The Greek guy then, who works for Macrinus, then stops everyone from celebrating and asks, who did this? And he's referring to somebody. They think somebody took a shot at the emperor, but he was really trying to hit General Pascal.
Pretty sure General Pascal knew. There was some really intense eye contact between Lucius and General Pascal in that moment.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was like, oh, you just tried to shoot me. I thought General Pascal saw that.
I'm referring to it as the crossbow incident. But everybody saw, that's the thing that I next read. Everybody saw it was Lucius. You got like 60,000 eyeballs on the same thing. They all know it was Lucius.
And then one person standing still aiming through an eye.
So it's like, if I was the emperor, I'd be like, it was that guy. Because they know who he is. Yeah. They saw everything. You'd have to be blind not to see it. So, right. So
but that's like the Maximus shot when he throws the what does he throw? He was an axe or a sword.
He throws his sword. Yeah. He throws his gladius.
It was like that. I think it was one of those other little callbacks that they were trying to do there.
That's interesting because I didn't correlate that with the Maximus scene from the first film. But
I don't think you're wrong.
But then all the other gladiators. So yeah, the Greek guy comes in and says like, "Who did this?" And all the other gladiators start claiming they did it because the one of them says, "I did it." The other one, "I did it," and they're all laughing about it.
I did it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
definitely one of
Spartacus.
those I am Yes, it's definitely one of them I am Spartacus moments for sure.
And then he asked Lucius, and Lucius is like, "No, I didn't do it."
Yeah, but then he gets like, he's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Well, be glad it wasn't me because that arrow would have found you."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That
threatens
was
the
a good
Greek
line.
guy. Yeah, that line wasn't bad. I kind of like that one.